Performance 2, an open performance. So you're getting ready for your next performance and you're wondering, what am I going to do? How am I going to approach this? So the whole purpose of this is to try to get you to think about that and to think about just stretching yourself a bit. So this is another open performance and you're going to be recording yourself and submitting that. But this time, we're going to add a little bit of a challenge. And if you think about it, if you think about kind of like athletes and how they stretch because they're stretching their muscles to get ready for their performance, their race, their running, so that they don't hurt themselves. But they're also stretching so that their muscles are able to do more than they could before. You know, that's the whole purpose of building muscle in a sense is, well, to be healthy, but also to be able to do more with your muscles. And so that's kind of what we're trying to do here is to force ourselves to think outside of what we can currently do and push ourselves just a little bit more. So if you think about, you have like your lowest and highest notes that you can sing, and that's what we call our range. You know, there's maybe you can sing from a C to an E, like middle C to E or something like that. And we're going to try to stretch that a bit. The thing is that your brain tells you that you can't do more than you think, right? You can actually do more than you think. And so we're going to try to take your comfort zone and push it a little bit outward. So if you look at your lowest note and your highest note, and usually students will pick a song that has them sit somewhere in the middle of their comfort zone, meaning they're not going to push themselves too high or too low, because why would I take that risk? And I say students do that, but people do that. We generally just stay in our comfort zones. But we're going to try to push that comfort zone out a bit so that we go closer to our higher notes or lower notes and create a little bit more variety in the melody. So maybe you're going to find a song that pushes you just a bit. Again, let's go back to athletes and runners, for example. Sprinters, they can't sprint for hours on end like a marathoner can. A sprinter can only run at their full tilt, at the full power for, minimal amount of time. Just like that, a singer can't sing in their higher range, even I would say in their lower range for extreme amounts of time either. You have to find that balance. And so we're thinking that we're not sprinters here. And so we're not saying find a song that only keeps you in your high range the whole time, because you're going to tire out your voice. Just like a sprinter can't run for that long in their ultimate fastest speed. So a marathoner will do the opposite. They pace themselves. They figure out, what's my starting speed and where am I going to coast for most of this marathon so that I can make it through. And then, maybe at the end there, when they see the finish line, they're pushing so that they can get to the end faster. But it's more of an even thing. And so you want to find a balance between those things. You will chicken out though. It is possible that you're going to be like, I can't do it, right? But we're trying to really push ourselves in that direction of figuring out what our range limits are, go into those outer edges of our range just to add a little bit of risk to our performance. Now, when you get ready for a performance, what do? Do you just pick the first song and go with it? I would encourage you not to, because sometimes our first choice can be the right choice, but it also, more often than not, is probably not the right choice. And so think about trying on shoes. When you try on shoes, you go to buy shoes and you want to be comfortable in them. Can you walk for a long distance in them or run in them, depending on what the purpose of the shoe is? You are going to try on probably multiple pairs of shoes. Now you might go back to that first one, but you wouldn't know that the first one is right, would you, until you've tried on other pairs. And similarly, maybe the first song that you do choose will be the right one, but try on a few for size. See if you can figure out what shoe is best or what song is best for you and go with it, right? And try on a few, like try 3 or 4 songs, sing through 3 or 4. Which ones are going to push you? Try to find a different key on YouTube if you're doing a prearranged or a karaoke track, or if you're playing for yourself, see if you can capo up on your guitar maybe, or try changing the chords on piano. So I want you to look at several songs, find a song that stretches you just a little bit, right, out of your comfort zone, add a little bit element of risk and unknown, and prepare for that. And then that's going to be your performance too, is finding that song and going for it. Now, I want to also leave you with this audition from American Idol. There is a singer who has no experience, doesn't know what his voice can really do, doesn't even know if he's a good singer or not. And it's a heartwarming story, but it's also just interesting to see that he, innately, let's say, has a talent, but at the same time needs to develop it. And that's what we're doing, right? Because I really believe that there's so much talent in this class, and we're all just trying to move forward. And part of that is adding an element of risk. And so this gentleman's risk was actually doing the audition.